If you want to fulfill all your goals in 2024, then this video is for you. The first step to achieving that is to become that girl. That girl is organized, she's put together, and she knows exactly where she's going, and she's only working towards that. So in the next 2.5 months before 2024, we're gonna become that girl. So we have a routine set in place so we can introduce anything new in our lives without having to worry. Today we're gonna talk all about makeup. For me, that girl makeup is a set makeup routine that has small changes over the seasons. So today I'm gonna show you that girl's fall makeup routine. So grab a snack, grab a drink, or grab your makeup products and do this with me. Let's get into it. I grabbed a little drink. This is the Nesty in the lemon flavor. So my skin is all prepped. I did all my skincare just before this. Fall to me is very much brown and like a hint of red. So that's what the makeup look is gonna surround today. Brown also goes really well with my red hair. So we're gonna start with a little brown eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using a brown shade from the Royal Party by Essence. For my skin tone, I always like a lighter brown because I feel like it doesn't look over the top. We're gonna go with Royal Affair. I like to use my finger because I feel like that's how I get it to be even all over my eyelid. The only time I use a brush is to just like do my crease a little bit. Doesn't that make my eyes already look a little bit more fall? That's all I do for the eyes because I feel like that's more than enough. Now for the face, as you can see, my eye bags are pretty big, and in the summer I don't normally use any sort of concealer, but for the fall it's different. Before we get into more products like blusher, concealer, or my base, we're gonna put this glow serum from Merit. This is my favorite thing in the fall because it is such a natural glow. I love the instant glow that this product gives me. Like, it is so evident. As it's getting colder, my skin is also getting drier, so I need to keep it moisturized. So the next step I'm going to put is Vaseline, and this is the Cocoa Shimmer Jelly Stick. It's gold and pretty, and it's so moisturizing. You're gonna love it. I put the balm like this and then I spread it out with my fingers. That gives it a more even tone. Now we actually started the makeup. We're gonna go in with blush. This is Joy from Rare Beauty. It's a more orangey color compared to the other colors I own. It's like burnt orange. This is my placement most of the time. Sometimes I like a lot of blush, so we're gonna see what the vibe is today. And I also put just a little bit on my nose. I'm gonna give you a little tip to make your makeup last all day. You know how dirty my beauty blender is. I promise I'll clean it. We're gonna spray your beauty blender with a little bit of setting spray. I use this side for my blush. I like to bring up the blush into the inner corners of my eyes so it's more like even all throughout my face and it looks like a natural blush rather than a put on blush, if that makes sense. Once you use Rare Beauty, you're not even gonna attempt to get another product. Like, I feel like I got one Rare Beauty blush and now I only buy them blushes from there, and I own 3 and I don't even touch any of my old blushes. Now the next step is concealer. Concealer was the first makeup product I ever owned, and I used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. I started makeup like 4 years ago. Since then I have only used this concealer. It's my favorite thing ever. No one can convince me to change. Like, it's just never gonna happen. Maybelline, if you want to sponsor me, please hit me up. My email is in my bio. I put it in the inner corner and then I bring it up from here. Same thing on the other side. I don't know if you can guess, but I'm not a beauty guru, so I don't even know how I'm supposed to be talking. I put some in the middle for some reason. It just has a blend placement for me. I have some discoloration around my lips, so that's what I also use it around. I like to give it about 30 seconds on my face so it kind of like understands the vibe. Let's blend. I know it's not covering everything, but I have a really bad sleep schedule right now, which is the issue of this. And once I like fix that, my eye bags do tend to disappear. Just pretend I don't have eye bags, and this is how my face would normally look. I don't like full coverage and I will never be a full coverage girly, so I know you can see my eye bags through this makeup and I genuinely don't mind. Next, you're gonna go in with some powder. I have 2 options. I have been using the Maybelline Fit Me powder the whole summer and it just hit the pan, so I got this Sephora one. It's the matte powder foundation. I use this on days that I want a little bit more coverage, like today. So this is what we're gonna use today. I'm gonna use this powder puff, and yes, I know mine is dirty. Let's just ignore that. I got these from Amazon for a pack of 6. They're very inexpensive and very easy to use. This gives a very blurring effect on your makeup, so that's why I like to use it a lot. I also use a different powder puff for my under eyes. I'm going to show you that in just 1 second. For my under eyes, I'm going to use a super tiny one. You can put it on your finger. Tiny, and it's going to go into the inner corner of my eye. Look at the difference right now. Like, this looks like she's not slept in years, and this one looks like she's slept but she's still working on her sleep schedule, which is who I am basically. I'm definitely obsessed with my base right now. After I put on powder, I like to go in with a little bit more blush, but obviously you can't put cream on top of powder, so we're gonna take another powder blush. This is from the Sephora collection. It is the color 16 Heated. When I first got this, I actually did not like it and I didn't use it for the whole of summer, but I have been loving it recently, especially when it's paired with Joy. Before I dip the brush into the blush, I'm gonna just go over my whole face and make sure that any excess product just like falls out or gets put into my face. Blush time. Anything that gives me a natural blush, you best believe I'm gonna put it on my face. Now, this trick is something that my old roommate taught me and I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's where you take the leftover blush and just put it on places where you would kind of naturally be rosy. So for me, that's my forehead, my nose a little bit, and my chin. Now we're gonna circle back to the eye and we're gonna add a little bit more in our inner corner. Someone who likes to wear a lot of gold jewelry, I'm gonna put a little bit of gold in the inner corner. I'm gonna use the color Gorgeous Gold. There we go. I'm loving it. I'm a mascara girl all the way, and this is my mascara. First, I'm gonna curl them. I like to hold on my eyelashes for about like 10 to 15 seconds. I don't know why, but my eyes always get watery when I do mascara. I feel like it's really bad because I do it too hard, but I just need my eyelashes to look good every single day. But you can see a difference. Like, look at how lifted my eye looks. I'll go in with this mascara. It's the Essence Lash Princess one. I don't know what this one is called, but this is the pink one. I use this for everyday basis, and then for fancier days I use the purple one. I know people like to layer their mascaras, but for me, I'm very terrified of all my eyelashes falling out, so I just use one. One thing I like to do is like I wiggle it as I go up so that the hairs get separate, because I hate clumpy mascara. And now it's time for the lips. That's gonna make all the difference. I already have chapstick on. These are my two lip products of the day. I'll first start with the Rare Beauty lip oil in Joy. I'm gonna leave this on my lips for the next like 15 to 30 seconds till it dries up a little bit, because I like using the Rare Beauty more as a tint rather than an oil. So as you can see, that's left a really nice orangey tint, and we're gonna top it off with some red lipstick. This is from Avon and the color is Vibrant Coral. I'm terrified of red lipstick, and the only time I use it is in fall. So let's go. The last step for my lips would always be to put on gloss, but I don't own any gloss, and one of my goals to be that girl is to work with what I have. I have this Q Beauty Gloss Over Skin. It's a pretty shiny stick. What I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna put some on my face. I put some on my nose. Now the last step, I'm gonna put it all over my lips. And that's my everyday fall makeup look. I'm so obsessed with it. It goes so well with my hair and all of my outfits, because I love wearing blacks and grays and whites during fall. I feel like it's such a vibe. If I have a long day ahead of me, I'm definitely gonna set it down with some setting spray. I use the NYX Professional Makeup one, but today I don't have any major plans, so I don't need it to be set. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.